serious talk to him at dinner tonight. Being Friday, they would go to his favourite Italian restaurant at Paddington. Greg was a stickler for being organised and having a plan. Spontaneity was not in his vocabulary, but Callie was tired of waiting for the plan for an official engagement and wedding date. It was time to get a firm commitment from Greg. There'd been enough of this soon or at Christmas for the past 2 years. Callie's biological clock was ticking louder and faster every day. Jen, Natalie and Christy, her 3 best friends, had 7 kids between them already. Yes, 7! She wasn't even sporting an engagement ring, and every time she suggested Greg move into her house so he could save the huge rent that he was paying for that luxury riverfront apartment near the Botanic Gardens, he had come up with one excuse or another. He knew how keen she was to start a family, and her frustration at his "we have plenty of time" attitude was building. Coffee yesterday with the girls, with only 2 babies in prams, the rest of the kids were at school or daycare, had been a wake-up call and had added to her discontent. Her best and long-time friend, Jen, had leaned forward over her soy latte and picked up Callie's newly manicured hand. "God, Cal, I'd almost give away one of my kids for a manicure like that. Love that red." Jen held up her neatly trimmed and unpainted nails. "I haven't had time for a manicure for 3 years. Getting married at 30 plus means there's still money for manicures and eating out. Love the matching lipstick too." Nat's eyes had narrowed as she'd stared at Callie. "Maybe Callista's the one with the right idea." Christy had shaken her head. "You're just trying to make her feel better, Nat. I've been wondering how long until we hear a wedding date. I need to lose 5 kilos. "I'm waiting to see the ring that lives up to the manicure," Jen chipped in. "Hey, you 3. Callie waved a hand in front of 3 tired but happy faces. And yes, she was manicured, but it was for work appearance only. She would happily forego the hour with Maxine every Monday morning, listening to how drunk the makeup girl had got on the weekend and who she'd slept with. "I'm still here, and I'm perfectly happy with the way things are." Despite the lie, she kept her voice upbeat. "We're unofficially engaged. We just haven't got the ring or set a date yet. But it won't be long now, and I promise you 3 will be the first to know." She turned to Christy. "And you don't need to lose any weight." "Are you, sweets? Happy, I mean?" Jen's voice was low, as both Christy's and Nat's babies started grizzling at the same time. "And why not? You know my thoughts on Greggy boy. He's not the one for you, trust me." She shook her head. "Great teeth, but that's about it." Callie had shrugged again. "It's too late to be looking elsewhere." Jen stared at her. "See? I rest my case. If you really loved him, you wouldn't even think of saying that." "No, you misunderstood me." "Did I?" Jen had always been shrewd. "Callista!" Callie jumped and brought her thoughts back to the weather program as the director's voice filled her ears. "For God's sake, Callista, stop daydreaming. 10 seconds and you're on. Camera 1, Jack, ready to swing in. Sweep from Greg after the ad. Boyd, be ready to switch to the synoptics charts when Callie is 30 seconds in." Callie straightened and looked over to the news desk, where the set lights reflected on Greg's perfectly coiffured hair. Yep, Jen was right. It was time. Tonight was the night. They would set a firm date for the wedding. I can wait for an engagement ring. "So, a wet weekend," Callie finished up 4 minutes later. "Stay dry, folks, and have a great weekend. See you on—" Her words were interrupted by Rowan swearing loudly and static.